Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a village near a wood. When she went out, she always wore a red cloak with a red hood. So everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother said to her, Little Red Riding Hood was reminded by her mother
not to stop along the way. She was listening to our grandmother's house. Not to talk to any strangers.
So she promised to be careful, waved goodbye, and skipped off through the woods. It was a lovely sunny day, and Little Red Riding Hood saw some beautiful flowers growing. The flowers were so pretty that she forgot her promise to her mother, knelt down, and began to pick some. But someone was lurking behind the trees. It was a crafty, hungry wolf. Mr. Wolf walked up to Little Red Riding Hood and spoke to her in a friendly voice.
What is your name, little girl? I'm Little Red Riding Hood. And where are you going? To my grandma's house down there in the woods.
Mr. Wolf thought that Little Red Riding Hood looked very tasty, so he cooked up a cunning plan. Off he ran as fast as he could to Granny's house. He knocked on the door. Granny sat up in bed. Mr. Wolf went over to Granny, opened his mouth, and gobbled her up. He let out a large burp. Mr. Wolf put on one of Granny's nightcaps. One of Granny's frilly dressing gowns. And got into Granny's bed. A short time later, there was a knock at the door. Mr. Wolf spoke in his friendly voice again.
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. Come in.
But when Little Red Riding Hood went into the cottage, she thought that Granny looked very odd.
And we're looking hot today. That's from the lots. And you're looking hot today. What great big nose you've got. Oh, Granny. When you're looking hot today. That's from the lots. And you're looking hot today. What great big ears you've got. Oh, Granny. Granny, you're looking hot today. That's from the lots. Granny, you're looking hot today. What great big eyes you've got. Oh, Granny. Granny, you're looking hot today. She has grown a lot. Granny, you're looking hot today. What great big teeth you've got. Oh, Granny.
Little Red Riding Hood looked carefully at Granny.
Granny, what big eyes you have. Oh, the better teeth you with. But Granny, what big ears you have. Oh, the better to hear you with. But Granny, what big teeth you have. Oh, the better to eat you with. And I'm going to eat you up.
Mr. Wolf leapt out of bed. He chased Little Red Riding Hood round the room. A woodcutter chopping wood nearby heard the screams and quickly ran into the cottage. He bumped the wolf on the head. Granny hopped out.
Oh, my goodness.
Then Little Red Riding Hood, Granny, and the woodcutter chased the big bad wolf off into the forest.
Yeah, the sun's turned down.
Granny, everyone felt very relieved.
Now I'll always listen to my mother and never talk to any strangers again.
Granny, the woodcutter, and Little Red Riding Hood sat down for tea and cakes, and they were never bothered by the wicked wolf again.
Don't come back, don't come back. good, try to be good. Goodbye, Miss Good, try to be good. Don't bother us again. Don't bother us again. Don't come back, don't come back. Goodbye, Miss Good, don't come back. Don't bother us again. Don't bother us again.
Up, up,